Good evening, racing fans. Welcome to racing action from Flamboro Downs for this Sunday evening. Our first race will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing. And note, race number one has no changes. No changes, race number one. Race number two, number 8, Belvedere Franklin is scratched. Race two, scratch number 8, Belvedere Franklin. Races 3 and 4 have no changes. No changes, races 3 or 4. Race number 5, number 3, EA's Ideal. Driver to be announced, TBA on the 3 and the 5th. In race number 6, number 6, McKellar's Angel is scratched. Race 6, scratch number 6, McKellar's Angel. Race number 7, number 5, Northern Ironman. The driver is going to be Brett McDonald. Race 7-5, Northern Ironman. It'll be Brett McDonald driving. Race number 8, number 2, it's Sally Deal. Driver to be announced, TBA on the 2. And 7, Cash Deals is scratched. Scratch number 7, Cash Deals. And the 9th race, number 6, Rocket Girl. Driver to be announced. Race 9, number 6, Rocket Girl. Driver to be announced. Once again, no changes. Race number 1. And the second race scratched is number 8, Belvedere Franklin. Field 4, race number 1 on parade. One is Century Isaiah, Ryan DeRoche for Ron Braples Jr. I guess we're paired up on post parade. Number 2 is The Man from Uncle, Travis Henry for Dennis Morrissey and Deanna D'Ambrosio. Number 3 is Zip Me Up, Colin Keller for Mark Goddard and Howard Kaufman of Bryn Mawr and Joshua Kaufman. And number 4 is Winning Muscle, Brett Madonna for Richard Burrow and Joe Tonelli. Number 5, Final Dream, Scott Kohler for Shane Arsenault. Number 6, Royal Leaf, George Ketros, drives and trains and owns. And number 7, Day at the Gym, Tullamore for Francis Guillemette and Rosaire Renault. Number 8 is Built to Last, Paul McKenzie for Sue McKenzie. And 9 is Boom and Bust, Tullamore for Michelle LeBlanc and Carl Bagnell. Field of 9, race number 1. Let's look at some of the main players in this first race. And, well, we got to start with number 4, Winning Muscle, because dominated here last time. And won by almost 10 lengths in 57 and 1. That was a huge effort. Now moves up a level, but back to back good efforts now. 3 straight top 2 finishes. Winning Muscle, Brett McDonald, Richard Burrow. Strong Connection, 6-5 is my top choice. Number 5, Final Dream, is definitely one, though, that will have to be accounted for here because raced in the nominators at 3, whereas Winning Muscle beat the nominators at 2 last race. And Final Dream is one that's got back class and races for Shane Arsenault, Scotty Coulter driving. Final Dream off a second last time on it, had broken equipment at the finish. Final Dream and Scotty Coulter, even money, slight advantage over 4, Winning Muscle on the tote board right now, even money to 7-5. Some others, number 1, Century Isaiah is one that did have 3 consecutive back-to-back top 3 finishes, and then last race finishing 5th. Did not finish off as strongly in that final quarter. Century Isaiah has only 1 win in the past 43, so from the inside, maybe one to use towards the bottom of the ticket, now 9-1. And number 7, Day at the Gym, Tullamore for Francis Guillemette, one that has a win this year, and most recently hasn't raced in a little bit of while. Last race was April the 13th, so might need a start. And the qualifier wasn't anything special, but this is one that if he could race back to his previous ability, he could have a shot to get on the ticket, and is 11-1 right now, might need a start. That's Tullamore for Francis Guillemette, Day at the Gym. Right now, the fans have made number 5, Final Dream, the 4-5 betting favorite, but I went with 4, Winning Muscle off that dominant effort last time out. is rolling for race number 1. Century Isaiah, the man from Uncle, and Zip Me Up on the inside of the center. Winning Muscle, Final Dream. To the outside, Royal Leaf Day at the Gym and Built to Last. And the second tier, Boom and Bust. Field for race number 1 is at the start of the rough, and Winning Muscle leaves with Day at the Gym on the outside, and on the inside, Century Isaiah. Then it is Zip Me Up in the field, charges around that first turn, and right now, Winning Muscle is trying to come on and grab the lead from Century Isaiah. Winning Muscle, Brett McDonald will take the front. Century Isaiah second. Day at the Gym is racing third. Then it is back to Zip Me Up and Final Dream. Boom and Bust is racing sixth, and then further back is the man from Uncle in front of Royal Leaf, and then trailing the field is Built to Last, and 28 and 4 opening quarter. Winning Muscle 3 to 5 on the boards got the lead. Century Isaiah filling the pocket. Day at the Gym is currently exercising the third position, and Zip Me Up is racing fourth and works in front of Final Dream. Boom and Bust and the man from Uncle, then Royal Leaf and Built to Last, and they race up to the half. Winning Muscle and Brett McDonald leads it to length and 3/4 over Century Isaiah, and then Final Dream is going to come on first over now, 59 and 4 halftime, a 31 and 1 second panel breather for Winning Muscle. Century Isaiah second, Final Dream is third, racing fourth is Day at the Gym, and fifth is Boom and Bust to the outside. Zip Me Up is sixth, and then Royal Leaf is back in seventh. Then the man from Uncle and Built to Last, and they hustle on to 3/4. Winning Muscle has a lead still of a couple of lengths over Century Isaiah, and Final Dream third. Then Day at the Gym and Boom and Bust and Zip Me Up and Royal Leaf, and out wide Built to Last and trailing. The man from Uncle. Winning Muscle leads comfortably by about 2 1/4 right now, and the 3/4 129 and 3. Winning Muscle, Century Isaiah now on the outside. Boom and Bust is flying late. Winning Muscle, Boom and Bust is coming on. It is Winning Muscle, Boom and Bust on down the center of the track, but Winning Muscle will finish in front of Boom and Bust by a length and 3/4. Then it was Final Dream and Century Isaiah. 159 and 3. Winning Muscle. The first race payouts for winning Muscle. 340, 240, 210. 9, Boom and Bust, $12 and 520 and 5. Final Dream, 220. $2 exactor, 64.30. Dollar try, 105.40. Dollar superfecta, 321.45. Fans, here are some driver changes. Note in race 5, number 3, EA's Ideal. Austin Sorey will drive. Race 5, 3, EA's Ideal will be Austin Sorey. In race number 8, number 2, It's Sally Deal, Daryl Teeson. Race 8, 2, It's Sally Deal, Daryl Teeson. And in the 9th race, number 6, Rocket Girl, the driver will be Austin Sorey. Race 9, 6, Rocket Girl, Austin Sorey. The first race order of finish from the top, 457-136-892. That's 457-136-892. Fans, note in race 3, a claim entered. Number 4, Devil's Peak. Race 3, number 4, Devil's Peak. Claim entered. on post grade 1, Twist of Tappy, Travis calling for Chris Bell. And number 2, Short Change, Travis Henry for Blake McIntosh and Tim Klemenczyk. Number 3, Danish Brew, Talborth for Blair Burgess. And Sterling Fisher and David Anderson. Number 4 is SOS Jewels, Sylvain Grenier, drives and trains and owns. And 5, Known Agenda, Scott Gulliver, Dennis Morrissey, and Deanna D'Ambrosio. And number 6, All-Star Goldie, Brent Madonna for Steve Watson and All-Star Farms. Number 7 is Holiday Hush, Paul McKenzie for Gary Adair and RAW Equine. There is a look at 9, Wishing Spell, Andre Goy for Gino Toscani. Note that number 8 is scratched. It's a field of 8 for race number 2. And we'll start with a look at number 2, Short Changed. And, well, comes in from Mohawk and shows 58 and 4 last amount. Had a pretty good back half, 58 second back half. So Short Changed, although has not made the top 3 yet, you'd have to think that the change of venues from Mohawk to here and post position 2, Short Changed, would have a pretty solid chance. Travis Henry for Blake McIntosh, 8 to 5 on the board. Number 5, Known Agenda, is a slight favorite at 2 to 1 status, and Known Agenda did make a break last race, but before that you see a win at Sarnian, 59 and 4, and an overall decent effort in a prospect series at Clinton, beaten 3 lengths. Known Agenda has 3 out of 13 in the top 3, including a win, a second, and a third. Known Agenda is a 2 to 1. And at number 1, Twist of Tabby, well, has gate speed in an inside post position. Twist of Tabby, Travis Cullen driving for Chris Bell on the inside, has to be considered one of the main players in here, 5 to 2 on the board. And number 9, Wishing Spell, well, the trailer post might not help, but was beaten only half a length last time out and certainly raced well, so maybe Wishing Spell could overcome the trailer post and get a spot on the top 4, maybe even a win at a price of 7 to 1. is rolling for the second. Twist of Tabby, shortchanged and Danish Brew on the inside. In the center, SOS Jewels, Known Agenda. The outside, All Star Goldie, Holiday Hush, and the second tier, Wishing Spell. It's a field of 8, race number 2. There at the start of the rough, SOS Jewels, Twist of Tabby, All Star Goldie, Shortchange, Danish Brew, then Wishing Spell, Unknown Agenda, and the early trailers Holiday Hush. And they race their way into the backstretch. Twist of Tabby's got the lead. SOS Jewels is racing second. Off stride is Danish Brew. All Star Goldie is third right now. Then it is back to Shortchanged, and fifth is Wishing Spell, and sixth Known Agenda. And they roll their way on to the opening quarter. Seventh is Danish Brew, and way back with a break is Holiday Hush, and they roll on to the opening quarter. Twist of Tabby leads it. Advantage right now is 2 lengths. SOS Jewel second. All Star Goldie is third. Then racing fourth is Shortchanged. Then it is back to Wishing Spell and Known Agenda. And Danish Brew second last. Twist of Tabby at 5-1's got the lead for Travis Cullum. As they race off the turn, they come on towards us. SOS Jewels is second. All Star Goldie third. Shortchanged went off stride. Now inheriting fourth is Wishing Spell as they race up to the half, and then Known Agenda and Danish Brew, and they race their way on up past the 5/8 off that half of 101 and 2, and into the backstretch they go. Twist of Tabby leading on down the backstretch. Twist of Tabby, SOS Jewels, and All Star Goldie is third, and then racing on the outside now and taking fourth is Known Agenda from Wishing Spells, but Twist of Tabby on by 3/4, and Twist of Tabby leads it by 2 1/4, but chipping away. SOS Jewels is getting a little closer now, and All Star Goldie is third. Known Agenda is racing fourth, and then Wishing Spell. 3/4, 131 and 1, and Twist of Tabby now has a challenger in SOS Jewels. All Star Goldie is racing third. Twist of Tabby is the turn for home, trying to fend off the late rally of SOS Jewels, and up the inside All Star Goldie. 3 across the track as they come to the finish. Twist of Tabby digging in on the outside, Nona, and the outside SOS Jewels, and SOS Jewels gets there. Twist of Tabby was second, then All Star Goldie and Wishing Spell. 201 and 3, SOS Jewels. There is a look at the winner of race number 2. It is for SOS Jewels. A 3-year-old looks like a Chippendale Bay filly. Sylvain Grenier is the winning driver, trainer, and owner. First win for SOS Jewels. Mile of 201 and 3. second race payouts for SOS Jewels, $945 and $340. One Twist of Tabby, $710, $460. Six All-Star Goldie, $1370. The $2 exactor, $22.30. Dollar Try, $388.25. Dollar Super, $1,487.75. Double at 4 and 4 at $24.40. The second race order finish from the top, 285, 163, 7 scratch 4. That's 285, 163, 7 scratch 4 on the bottom. Scheduled for the third on parade, one Simon Said, Colin Kelly for Joe Squires and Bobby Weinhold Harris. Number 2, Redneck Jim, Travis Gulliver, Jody Cullen, and Paul Sanders. Number 3 is No Time at All, Paul McKenzie for Terry Gallant and Calvin Kepfer. 4 is Devil's Peak, Travis Henry for Isaac Waxman and Carmelo Shime, claim entered. And 5 is Royal Regatta, Austin Story for Rafael Barassa and Francois Morin. Field of 5, race number 3, note the claim at number 4, Devil's Peak. And let's get a look at some of the main players here in race number 3. And I want to start on the inside with number 1, Simon Said. 49 lifetime wins and certainly racing consistently well in this class and has an inside post. And Simon Said has tactical speed, can get off the gate, but also can sit a trip as well. Colin Kelly driving Simon Said. I give this one just a slight edge. This is a solid field, but Simon Said on the inside, 2-1, my top choice. Number 4, Devil's Peak is the 3-5 favorite. The claim is in, and Devil's Peak does have 9 wins on the year. And Devil's Peak, set up by Isaac Waxman, who certainly has put up some huge numbers this year. Devil's Peak did not fare well last time out, but was a winner in this class in 3 of his previous 4 starts before that. Devil's Peak and Travis Henry, the 1-5 favorite. Number 2, Redneck Jim, is one that was on fire earlier this year and has since kind of fallen off form a little bit. Although you do see a win August the 16th at Grand River, but that was down a little bit in class to get back rolling. But Redneck Jim certainly has some serious ability and could come plowing back into form in any start. And it is Travis Cullen, Jody Cullen, strong connections. Redneck Jim is currently 7-2. And number 5, Royal Regatta, sent up by Rafael Barassa. Rafael's had a really good year, and Royal Regatta is 10 out of 25 in the top 2. Last race didn't work out as well, battled on the outside and wasn't able to come on. But the start before it in this class was beaten just a length and a half. That was a solid start. Royal Regatta overall, though, if you look down the page, you see that this one can step up with big efforts and is a value play at 7-1 that just might be worth taking a flyer on. It is a field of 5, race number 3. My top one is 1, Simon Said, 2-1. The gate is rolling for race number 3. Simon said. Redneck Jim on the inside. In the center, no time at all. To the outside, Devil's Peak, Royal Regatta, field of 5, race number 3. The field for the third race, gathering speed. Here they come. And they're at the start of the rough. And it is Devil's Peak who's going to get out alertly with Simon Set and Redneck Jim. Royal Regatta, and no time at all. They drive it around the turn. Simon Set uses that inside advantage to have the lead right now. Redneck Jim is going to take back and squeeze on into the pocket in front of Devil's Peak. And then it is back to no time at all in Royal Regatta. Simon Said has got the lead at 2-1 as they race on to the opening quarter. Lead is 2 lengths right now. Redneck Jim second. Devil's Peak is third. No time at all is racing in front of the trailer Royal Regatta. Simon Set and Colin Kelly takes them on past that opening quarter, leading Redneck Jim a length and a half, 28 seconds opening panel. Devil's Peak is third. Then it is no time at all, and Royal Regatta 5 in a line as they race their way off the turn and they come on towards us. And Simon Said with the lead as they come on up towards the half off that 28-second opening panel. Looks for a breather. Leads at a length and 3/4. Redneck Jim second. Devil's Peak then no time at all into the outside. Royal Regatta 57 3 halftime, and Simon Said continues on. It is Simon Said. Redneck Jim, though, y'all is right there in the pocket, just a length and a half back. And Devil's Peak is racing on the inside, and now Devil's Peak is going to pop out. Devil's Peak, then to the outside, Royal Regatta, and no time at all on the inside. It is Simon Said. Devil's Peak now on the outside is coming on and taking over second, and is bearing down on Simon Said. It is Simon Said and Devil's Peak into the inside, Redneck Jim, and racing for his Royal Regatta, and then no time at all, and now Devil's Peak is along on even terms with Simon Said. Devil's Peak by nose, Simon Said. Redneck Jim, Royal Regatta, no time at all on down the stretch route they come. Devil's Peak has the advantage, flying up the inside, Redneck Jim, and coming late is Royal Regatta. Devil's Peak at the finish. Devil's Peak wins it. Redneck Jim was second, then Royal Regatta and Simon Said. 155 and 2. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 3. It's number 4, Devil's Peak, a 9-year-old Camlock Bay gelding. Travis Henry, the winning driver for trainer Isaac Waxman. The owner is Carmelo Shime, 10th win this year, 29th lifetime. Devil's Peak. The third race payouts for Devil's Peak 330, 250, 210 to Redneck Jim 420, 270, and 5 Royal Regatta 220, $2 exactor 21.50, dollar try 35.80. Third race for her finish in the top 4, 2, 5, 1, 3 on the bottom. Fans note the claim on number 4, Devil's Peak. The new trainer will be Joe Pereira. Field 4, race number 4 on parade 1, Fear the Dice. Brett Madonna over Charbonneau and Justin Robson of Mashunket Row. 2, High Net Austin, sorry for Courtney Robson. 3, Mock Jacobs, Daryl Thiessen for Kim Smith. And 4 is Sharky, child of both for Shane Barrington and Max Stable. 5 is Silver Sea, Travis Henry for Terry Gallant and Jennifer Leaning. It's a field of 5. It's race number 4. Let's get a look at the main ones in this dash. And, well, we have to start with 1, Fear the Dice. This is one that's been really good this past summer. And Fear the Dice is one that has a gate speed and inside post and was excellent in the last start, winning, and also did have a 3-race win streak not that long ago, racing at Georgian Downs. Fear the Dice can use that inside post and brush out, and also overall Fear the Dice. Brett Madonna over Charbonneau, strong connections, 3-5, the favorite. Number 2, High Net, well, was second last time out to Fear the Dice and was able to use gate speed to get a pocket trip. May well be the pocket sitter, most likely pocket sitter here in this compact field of 5, and could well be the one that belongs on the exactor ticket under the heavily favored Fear the Dice. It could be a repeat performance and is currently 5-1. Number 4, Sharky. Now we'll try things away from Mohawk, and you see 52-3 2 races ago. Now disappointed as the betting favorite, raced well, had the lead, but gave it up late in the mile. But Sharky is sent up by Shane Barrington. This will be the 4th start now for Shane with Sharky. Tyler Borth driving. Tyler's put up some big numbers this year. Sharky, 7-5, is the second choice on the board. And number 3, Mock Jacobs, well, raced well at Grand River 2 races ago, beaten by a length and a half. Last start at Clinton didn't go well at all, and now has been off 4 weeks, so Mock Jacobs might need a start, but also has won 5 times this year. Daryl Thiessen for Kim Smith, and is at 10-1. Right now, the money's all on number 1, Fear the Dice, 3-5 on the board. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Fear the Dice and High Net on the inside. In the center, it's Mock Jacobs, and to the outside, Sharky and Silver Sea. Field of 5 for race number 4. And the field is at the start of the rough. High net, Sharky, first couple of leave out. Fear the Dice is going to try to drive through from post one down and maintain that inside advantage. And Fear the Dice presses on through and now has the lead. High net is racing second, Sharky third. Mock Jacobs is fourth, and fifth is Silver Sea. Fear the Dice with the lead as they work their way on down the backstretch, going to the opening quarter, and High Net is right there enjoying the view in the pocket. Then a gap of 5, and Sharky is third. Racing fourth, Mock Jacobs, and fifth is Silver Sea. Fear the Dice, 1 to 5 on the board, has the lead past the opening quarter, 27-3. High Net, Austin Sorry, tight on the back of Fear the Dice and Brett McDonald, and Sharky and Tyler Borth a little closer from third now. Is about 4 off the lead, and the trailing pair, Mock Jacobs and Daryl Thiessen, and Silver Sea and Travis Henry. 5 in a line as they race up to the half, and Fear the Dice leads at a length and a half over High Net. The halftime was 57-1 at 29-3 second panel. Fear the Dice and High Net. They race their way on into the backstretch. Then third, Sharky is still about 3 1/4 from the front. Then it is Mock Jacobs and Silver Sea. Fear the Dice racing on towards 3/4 off that 57-1 halftime. High Net bravening up in the pocket. There goes Sharky now, and Sharky is swimming up a little bit closer. Is 2 from the lead. Then Mock Jacobs to the inside and Silver Sea on the outside. Now can be seen grabbing fourth, and Mock Jacobs trailing the field. Fear the Dice, 1:26-3 the 3/4 time. Fear the Dice, High Net's been bravening up, but Fear the Dice as they turn from still looks strong. It is Fear the Dice. High Net looking to dart into the passing lane. Fear the Dice and High Net. Fear the Dice continues on. Fear the Dice, no fear, drives on, wins it. High Net second, Mock Jacobs third, and Sharky fourth, and then Silver Sea. Mile of 1:54-2 for Fear the Dice. The fourth race payouts: 1, Fear the Dice, 270, 210, 210. 2, High Net, $3, 210. 3, Mock Jacobs, 320. $2 exactor, 570. Dollar try, 915. Dollar pick 3, 3 of 3, 1870. fourth race order finish. The 5 was fifth. for the fifth on parade. 1, HF Patrick, Travis Henry for Lindsey Kerr and Jeffrey Mayhew. And number 2 is Rough Trade, Colin Keller for Kayla Henry. Number 3 is EA's Ideal Austin Sorry for Jen Rankin, Brenda Rankin, and Chase Blythe and Cahill Wood. And number 4 is Julie Gets the Stretch, Scott Kohler for Dr. Trevin Shive and Laverne Turnbull. And 5 is Macalco, Ryan DeRoche for Darren Rayner and Louis F. Timiatis and Matthew Hardy F. Timiatis. And number 6, I Love What I Do, Tyler Borth for John Yake Jr. and Chris Yake. And number 7, Mock Celebrator, Daryl Thiessen for Ronnie Dauld and Madsen Dauld and Marnie Dauld. Number 8 is Dragonfly Creek, Jonathan LaPointe for Stephanie LaPointe. And 9 is Thank You Very Much, Brent Medina for Francis Gilbert. Field of 9, race number 5. Note that Austin Sorry Drive 3 EA's Ideal. Let's get a look at this field, and well, we'll start with number 1, HF Patrick, who is the 3-5 betting favorite. Second start for Lindsey Kerr with HF Patrick and gets a better post position and gets another try down in the bottom class. And I think HF Patrick, overall, when you look at the speed and other numbers inside post position, HF Patrick and Travis Henry probably the one to beat. Don't like the price, though, 3-5, especially in this bottom class. Often my move is to throw with the favorite and box some of the others. Number 9, Thank You Very Much, 29 lifetime wins, and Thank You Very Much is one that the last couple races were better, and you do see this one racing here from the trailer post and finishing a solid third 2 races ago. Thank You Very Much, and Brett Madonna for Francis Gilbert is a contender and is 4-1. Number 6, I Love What I Do. Well, second last race, finished with broken equipment, and second by a nose. I Love What I Do, Tyler Borth and John Yake Jr. Certainly that last race, one to come right back to and contend, 5-1. And number 5, Macalco, raced better last race, beaten just a length and a half. Doesn't have a win, though, on the year, and only 1 win last year. Macalco, though, can be a factor for a share. Ryan DeRoche driving for Darren Rayner, and the 11-1. But number 1, HF Patrick, the 4-5 betting favorite. It's a field of 9. Race number 5, taking up their positions. HF Patrick, Rough Trade, and EA's Ideal on the inside. In the center, Julio Get the Stretch, and Macalco to the outside. I Love What I Do, Mock Celebrator, Dragonfly Creek in the second tier. Thank you very much. It's a field of 9 for the 5th dash. They turn into the stretch drive. They're at the start. And they're off. Julio get the stretch. Yes, ideal. And A-Chef Patrick. And I love what I do. Then thank you very much in Macalco. They drive around that first turn. Julio get the stretch. Is able to get the lead. H.F. Patrick second. Yes, ideal is in the game third. And then thank you very much is racing fourth. I love what I do as they race their way on towards the opening quarter. Then it is back to Dragonfly Creek and Macalco. They roll on to the opening quarter. Racing second from last is Accelerator, and then trailing the field is Rough Trade. The opening quarter, 28-1. H.F. Patrick, 1-2 on the boards, got the lead. Julio get the stretch now, looks at things from the pocket, and EA's Ideal is third. Thank you very much is racing fourth, and I love what I do to the inside. Then Dragonfly Creek on the outside of the race off the turn. Then it is back to Macalco, Accelerator, and off stride and trailing Rough Trade. They race their way up to the half, and right now on top, H.F. Patrick by a length and a half. But there goes thank you very much to the outside. And thank you very much is moving up closer. Julio get this stretch is still in the pocket and holds on to second right now. Thank you very much is third. EA's Ideal to the outside fourth, and I love what I do. Macalco is sixth and seventh. Dragonfly Creek, and then Accelerator and Rough Trade trailing H.F. Patrick. H.F. Patrick leads it by 2. Julio get the stretch is racing second. Thank you very much is third, but weakening a bit. And then EA's Ideal, and I love what I do. 127 3 3/4. H.F. Patrick is dug in on the lead. Leads it by 2 1/4. Julio get the stretch and racing third. Thank you very much. And then EA's Ideal, I love what I do. And Dragonfly Creek and Macalco on down the stretch drive. H.F. Patrick is still moving well. F. Patrick is going to get the W and win it by 3. Julio get the stretch second. Thank you very much third. And then I love what I do. 156 3. Back in front of us, the winner of race 5, it's 1 H.F. Patrick. The winning drive to Travis Henry. H.F. Patrick's a 4-year-old winking at you. Bay Gelding, owned by Jeffrey Mayhew, trained by Lindsay Kerr. Second win this year, 6th lifetime. H.F. Patrick takes race number 5 on the board. We have a 14965. Note it is the driving double on the evening for Travis Henry. The fifth race payouts: 1, 8 Chef Patrick, $3, 220, 230. 4, Julio Get the Stretch, 610, 480. And 9, thank you very much, 230, $2 exactor, 15, $10 try, 27.75. Dollar pick 5, 127.05. Note the dollar high five is $304. The fifth race, order of finish from the top, is a 1, DNF 7254863. That's 1, DNF 7254863 on the bottom. for the sixth on parade, one Kenogami Courage Colin Kelly for J.F. McGuire. And number 2, Pajamas Optional. Jeffrey O'Brien drives and trains and owns. And 3 is Divine Magic. Travis Cullen for Keith Jones and Maggie Jones and Jody Simmons and Phil Neufeld. Number 4, the Ballakeel Deal. Tyler Borth for Katie McNeil and Ballakeel Racing. 5, Savannah's Dream. Bruce Richardson for Joe Coffey. It's a field of 5 for race number 6. Let's look at some of the main players in this dash. And, well, we absolutely have to start with number 4, the Ballakeel Deal. Post 7 last race, brushed out to the lead, got to the lead past the quarter, and then just kept on trucking, winning by 4 1/4 as a heavy favorite. And I think the Ballakeel Deal off that mile and also flashing some other good speed miles. You see this one racing at Mohawk in 55 and 3, trotting that speed. That's a pretty good measuring stick and has 3 wins. In fact, 5 out of 10 in the top 2 on the year. The Ballakeel Deal, heavily favored, 1 to 9 on the board. Other ones to look at, 5, Savannah's Dream. Well, that last race at Mohawk, that dream kind of dissipated pretty quickly. Did not get off the gate much from an outside post and just was 10th all the way around. Maybe just stroked that line right out. And then you look at back-to-back wins in this Prospect Series just before that. So Savannah's Dream, before that last race, had 4 consecutive top 2 finishes. Savannah's Dream and Bruce Richardson should be the main threat to the Ballakeel Deal, and is 5 to 1 on the board. Number 1, Kenogami Courage of Colin Kelly for J.F. McGuire, and this will be now returning to the barn of J.F. McGuire. Had this one before the filly shipped to 3 Rivers for a bunch of starts, now back in Ontario. Colin Kelly, and this one does have a bit of gate speed on the inside. Didn't use it at 3 Rivers the last couple of starts, but you do see brushing out at Georgian Downs from post 5 and rushing out to the lead. Kenogami Courage, Colin Kelly, 5 to 1 as well. And number 2, Pajamas Optional. Well, you do see 3 consecutive runner finishes. Only 1 win in 16 starts, but maybe that's the one that you could use on the exactor ticket, although I do like Savannah's Dream better. Pajamas Optional, at least, is an option, and comes in from Sarnia. Jeffrey O'Brien driving and training, 13 to 1 on the board. Gate is rolling for the 6th race. Kenogami Courage on the inside with Pajamas Optional in the center. Divine Magic to the outside, the Ballakeel Deal, and Savannah's Dream. Field of five, sixth dash on this Sunday evening. Here they come. Field of five for the sixth dash, and Kanagami Courage has broken stride. There at the start of the rough, and Savannah's Dream, Divine Magic, and the Ballakeel Deal, the first three. Pajamas Optional is racing fourth, and Kanagami Courage now has to try to recover from an early break, and Savannah's Dream has gone off stride. Now the Ballakeel Deal has the lead. Divine Magic second, Pajamas Optional is racing third. Then it's about 3 lengths back to Kanagami Courage, and they roll on to the opening quarter. The Ballakeel Deal is 1-9 on the board. Leading Divine Magic by 2 lengths, and then Pajamas Optional is racing position third. Kanagami Courage as racing fourth off of an early break. 29-3 opening quarter. The Ballakeel Deal. Tyler Borth has sway on this field. Divine Magic and Travis Cullum to the inside, racing second. Pajamas Optional and Jeffrey O'Brien is racing third. And Kanagami Courage and Colin Kelly is fourth off at 29-3. Opening quarter, they race past a half in 59-4, 30-1 second panel. And the Ballakeel Deal, the heavy favorite, takes them on down the backstretch and leads by 2 1/4. Divine Magic second, now moving back up tighter in the pocket, and Pajamas Optional is racing third. And then fourth, Kanagami Courage. The Ballakeel Deal leads 1 1/4 lengths. And Divine Magic took to the outside. And now the Ballakeel Deal is going to drive on. And they race by 3/4, 129-3. The Ballakeel Deal, Divine Magic second. Pajamas Optional on the outside. And then Kanagami Courage. And they race the way to the top of the stretch. And it is the Ballakeel Deal. Pajamas Optional now streaking up on the outside, trying to get closer. But it is the Ballakeel Deal who's sharp on down the lane and is going to win this one under wraps. And then Pajamas Optional is going to hold on for second. Kanagami Courage is third. And finishing fourth is Divine Magic. Mile of 1:59.1. And fans, the inquiry sign will go up pertaining to that breaking stride of one, Kanagami Courage. There is the Ballakeel Deal. Tyler Borth, the winning driver. The Ballakeel Deal. 3-year-old Wheelin' and Dealin' Bay filly, owned by Ballakeel Racing, trained by Katie McNeil, is the fourth win this year. Fifth lifetime, the Ballakeel Deal, 159-1. Fans note the judge's ruling that one Kanagami Courage did not violate the braking regulations. The sixth race payouts, number four, the Ballakeel deal. 210, 210, 210. Two Pajamas optional, 530, 210. One Kanagami Courage, 210. $2 exactor, 18.10. Dollar try, 35.80. Dollar super, 51.85. And note the dollar pick four, $9.15. The sixth race order of finish, the five was fifth, and the six was scratched. for the 7th on Parade 1, dealing double. Ryan DeRoche for Mark McCormick. Number 2, Fantastic MVP. Scotty Goulder for Jack Moyes-Haven, High Stakes Incorporated. And number 3, Stonebridge Comedy, Paul McKenzie for Paul Meegans and Saltwater Stable. Number 4 is Fastnet Rock, Colin Kelly for Matt Dupuy and Lance Wells and Lyndon Wells. Number 5 is Northern Ironman, Brett McDonough for Gord McKnight. Number 6, She's Hilarious, Travis Cullen for Andrea Ann Fontaine and Jeffrey Oborn. It's a field of 6, race number 7. Let's look at some of the main players in the 7th race. And note this dash does start the late pick 3. We'll start with number 3, Stonebridge Comedy. Well, 3 races ago, kind of won in a bit of a laugher, winning by 5 1/4 lengths. But since then, went to Mohawk, made a break, and then last race was okay in the late going, but still was just a little too far back early. But it came on at least to come from 7th early in the mile to finish 4th. But Stonebridge Comedy now more likely to flash some early speed because needed a flat line last time out first and foremost, and now Stonebridge Comedy off of that line could be a pretty solid threat. Stonebridge Comedy is the 5-2 choice now as the favorite status just moved to number 6, She's Hilarious. And She's Hilarious, Travis Cullen for Andrea Ann Fontaine, and is one that raced on the outside and managed to come on and finish second to the Ballakeel Deal. We saw that one come back and win here earlier this evening. And She's Hilarious. That was a much better start. Had been off form for a few starts. Also was a winner up at Georgian Downs in the middle of July. She's Hilarious is 2-1. Travis Cullen driving. Others, number 4, Fastnet Rock, raced better last race in the qualifier because, it was scratched vet 6, so qualified. But the problem is now has been off since July the 5th. But the qualifier came home in 29-3. Good final quarter in that qualifier. And you do see this one winning at Grand River back in June and following that up with a 3rd. So it does show some form in the last few lines, but Fastnet Rock might need a start, has been off a bit. Fastnet Rock is currently 3-1 on the board. And number 2, Fantastic MVP, was second at the end of August at Grand River, and then last race here was 3rd, so might be a player for a share. Didn't do much earlier on in the year, but now comes in off of better form. Fantastic MVP is getting a lot of love. 9-5. Scotty Goulder for Jack Moiseev. Gate is rolling for race number 7. It's Deal and Double, Fantastic MVP on the inside, Stonebridge Comedy, Fastnet Rock to the outside, Northern Iron Man, and She's Hilarious. It's a field of 6 for the 7th race. Here they come. In the rain. They're at the start and they're off, and She's Hilarious is going to get out quickly with Fantastic MVP, Deal and Double, Stonebridge Comedy, Northern Ironman, and Fastnet Rock, and they drive around that first turn. Fantastic MVP is able to come on and get the lead. Deal and Double's racing second, and Stonebridge Comedy is third. Then Fastnet Rock, She's Hilarious, and Northern Ironman is trailing the field, and it is Fantastic MVP who's off to a fantastic start and leads by 2. Dylan Double is second, Stonebridge Comedy third, in front of Fastnet Rock, trailing pair She's Hilarious and Northern Ironman. And that opening quarter was 29-1. Fantastic MVP Scotty Coulter's got the lead. Dylan Double is currently racing from the pocket, and Stonebridge Comedy on the inside is third, in front of Fastnet Rock. Then She's Hilarious and Northern Ironman is trailing. They race their way up towards the half. Fantastic MVP Scotty Coulter leading Deal and Double and Ryan DeRoche, and now Stonebridge Comedy and Paul McKenzie is going to move on the outside. First over, scooting up the inside, Fastnet Rock and Colin Kelly. Then She's Hilarious and Travis Cullen. Northern Ironman and Brett McDonald will inherit fifth now, is off stride as She's Hilarious, and on down the backstretch off that half of 1 minute and 1 and a 31-second second panel. Fantastic MVP. Deal and Doubles racing second. Stonebridge Comedy on the outside, trying to get up a little bit closer, getting some urging, and now shares second. A lengthened 3/4, now 2 lengths off the lead of Fantastic MVP. 1:30 the 3/4 time. Fantastic MVP. Stonebridge Comedy, Deal and Double, and racing position fourth is Northern Ironman, and then Fastnet Rock, and they turn for home. Fantastic MVP and Stonebridge Comedy. Fantastic MVP as they come on down the stretch drive. Leading, still digging in up the inside, Deal and Double. Fantastic MVP is going to win Deal and Double second. Then it was Northern Ironman, and on the inside, Fastnet Rock. 2 minutes and 3/5. Back in front of us, the winner of the 7-2 Fantastic MVP, Scotty Coulter, the winning driver. 3-year-old My MVP Bay Gelding, owned by High Stakes Incorporated and Nancy McNevin and the Mo and Joe Stable and Sunset Racing. Jack Moisev is the trainer. First win this year, second lifetime. Fantastic MVP. The seventh race payouts to Fantastic MVP 660, 320, and 270. One deal double 1040 and 470. Five Northern Ironman 350, $2 exactor. Base $48, dollar try $245, dollar super 721.10. The seventh race order finish in the top down is at 215436. That's 215436 on the bottom. for race 8 on parade 1, Champagne Patina, Preston Shaw for Cameron McQueen and John McQueen. Number 2, It's Sally Deal, Daryl Thiessen for Jack Ray and Dave and Arlene Hustle and Nancy DeHolster. Number 4, Angelica T. Bruce Richardson for John Holding and Morley Bosworth. 5 is Santa Barogio, Dan O'Brien, Drives and Trains and Owns. Number 6, April Duford, child of birth for Ashley Duford and Dennis Duford. Note absent from the parade 3, Painted by Matisse, Dan Meegans for Bill Meegans. And there is Painted by Matisse. It's a field of 6 for race number 8, the Prospect Series, 3-year-old trotting fillies. And let's look at some of the main players in here. Number 2, It's Sally Deal, has been racing consistently well and comes in with a long stretch of top 3 finishes. The last 2 runner-up finishes and beaten only 3/4 of a length last time out. It's Sally Deal has gate speed, a favorable post position, races out of a strong barn, that of Jack Ray, Daryl Thiessen driving. A lot of positives, 4 to 5. Not a positive price, though. 4 to 5 is, not a great price to back, but tough to go against It's Sally Deal. Number 6, April Duford, made an early break last race and did a nice job, actually, of getting back into things and being beaten only 3 lengths, and certainly was good in this class. The Prospect Series, the 2 previous starts, almost won. Second to It's Sally Deal by half a length, 3 races ago, and it was third next time out, and that was with It's Sally Deal finishing second. So those 2 do stand out here, and April Duford is 7 to 5, the second choice. Number 1, Champagne Patina, also can blast off the gate and has the inside advantage. Might either try to make the lead or at least have a great chance to be a trip horse. And here's Champagne Patina, Preston Shaw for Cameron McQueen. Don't overlook this one. 10 to 1 is an enticing price. Well, so much for that. Now 7 to 2. And number 5, Santa Ambrosio, was better last race at 3 Rivers and now comes back to Ontario. One that raced around these parts earlier. And Santa Ambrosio and Dan O'Brien off that better race is one that maybe could be a factor in here, and it comes back just a week later, raced at 3 Rivers 1 week ago, second beaten the neck after leading a long way in 2 minutes, and is currently 4 to 1, now 9 to 2. Gate is rolling for the 8th race, the Prospect Series, 3-year-old trotting fillies, and Taking up their positions, Champagne Patina, it's Sally Deal on the inside. In the center, painted by Matisse Angela KT. And to the outside, Sant'Ambrosio and April Duford. Field of 6, race number 8. Field for the 8th race. Moving into position, they're approaching the top of the stretch. Field for the 8th race is nearing the start. And they're off. It's Sally Deal, Champagne Patina on the inside, Sant'Ambrosio, then painted by Matisse Angela KT, and April Duford is back trailing the field, and it's Sally Deal. Well, the deal is, made a break in stride on the first turn. Champagne Patina's got the front, Sant'Ambrosio fills the pocket. Painted by Matisse is third. Then Angela KT, April Duford. It's Sally Deal is trailing the field. Champagne Patina uncorking early speed leads to the opening panel. Champagne Patina and Preston Shaw advantage 2 lengths. Opening panel 30 and 3. And Sant'Ambrosio racing second. Then about 4 or 5 lengths back to Painted by Matisse and Angela KT. Then it is April Duford. It's Sally Deal is trailing the field after that break. Champagne Patina, as they race off the turn at 9 to 1 on the board, has the front. Sant'Ambrosio and Dan O'Brien keeping a watch on Champagne Patina. And racing third on the outside, Angela KT about 6 lengths off the lead, though. Then Painted by Matisse to the outside, April Duford. It's Sally Deal racing sixth. They race past the half and 101 into the backstretch to go. Champagne Patina, Sant'Ambrosio keeping a watch from the pocket still. And Angela KT is racing third. April Duford is fourth, and then it's Sally Deal and Painted by Matisse. And now Angela KT is getting closer to the outside and is moved up, taking a share of second alongside Sant'Ambrosio. Now second alone in pursuit of Champagne Patina. Champagne Patina, Angela KT, Sant'Ambrosio on the inside racing third. And then it is April Duford to the outside fourth, and it's Sally Deal is fifth. The field turns for home. Champagne Patina under siege now by Angela KT as they turn on down the lane off that 3/4, 130 and 3. Angela KT's got the lead, but here comes April Duford. April Duford charging on the outside is going to win it. Angela KT was second. Sant'Ambrosio and Champagne Patina, 2 minutes and 4/5. There is, look at the winner, April Duford. Tyler Borth, the winning driver. 3-year-old El Songo Dream Bay filly, owned by Dennis Duford, trained by Ashley Duford. 6th win this year in lifetime, April Duford. Eighth race payout 6 April Duford, $5 for 32.30. For Angelic AT 1190 435. San Ambrosio 220. $2 exactor 124.70. Dollar try 115.55. Dollar super 609.80. The eighth race order of finish from the top is a 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 1 scratch. That's 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 1 scratch. for race number 9 on parade. 1, Lisa's All In, Lubbock Ariel for Courtney Robson. Number 2, Southwind Maritime, Daryl Thiessen for Paul Coulter. And number 3, it's A Sailor Delight, Tyler Borth for Robert Doyle and Daniel Meade. 4, Ace 44 Money, Scotty Gulliver, Steve Coulter. Number 5, Blue Glamber, Travis Gulliver, Jody Cullen. Number 6, Rocket Girl, Austin Sorry for Cameron McQueen. And number 7, Smoke and Reactor, Paul McKenzie for Craig Gilmore and Dana White. Field of 7, race number 9. The stash features the Super High 5. And let's look at this field. And, well, the first one that we'll take a look at is number 5, Blue Glamber. And Blue Glamber is one that did have a 3-race win streak a little further back in June. 2 of them at Grand River, and then also went down to Mohawk and at Grassroots and won there in 151. So you know there's some wheels, but lately those wheels have kind of fallen off. Hasn't finished any better than 7th in the past, now let's just see it, 6 starts. So it's kind of tough to take this one on top, but I think that coming back here to Flamboro Downs, or at least trying it on a half-mile track again, because Blue Glamber and Jody Cullen, this is strong connections. Travis Cullen driving. I think this could be a good spot. And you do see last race did come home in 55-1. Just tough post. Never got into the race in a Grassroots at Mohawk. But Blue Glamber and Travis Cullen getting a lot of love. 7-5. Fans expect a huge bounce back effort. Number 4, Ace 44 Money. 13 out of 26 in the top 2 on the year. A good exactor play, and was second last time out after doing all the heavy lifting. Just got caught late in the mile. Ace 44 Money and Scotty Coulter is 5-1. Number 1, Lisa's All In, is one that, 4 consecutive top 3 finishes. Now was in 7,000 claiming and certainly racing well, but moves up inside post, though. Lisa's All In, Lubbock Ariel for Courtney Robson. 8-5, getting a fair amount of love. And number 3, A Sailor's Delight, back-to-back wins coming in, and most recently a winner at Sarnia after winning at Leamington. Dominant wins, both of them. So Sailor's Delight, Tyler Borth for Robert Doyle, 7-2. Also one of the potential winners in here in this 9th race, a field of 7. But I've gone to 5, Blue Glamber, looking to see this one get back to the old glory that I saw back in June when she was really fine. Gate is rolling for the 9th race. Lisa's All In. Southwind Maritime on the inside. In the center is Sailor's Delight, Ace 44 Money, and Blue Glamber. To the outside, Rocket Girl, Smoke and Reactor. It's a field of 7 for the 9th race, and it is post time. field of 7 for the ninth race, gathering speed approaching the start. They're at the start of the rough. Ace 44 Money will get out well, and on the outside, driving quickest of all is Smokin' Reactor down to the inside. Sailor's Delight using inside advantage to press on through. Smokin' Reactor is second, Lease is all in third. Ace 44 Money, then it is Southwind Maritime and Blue Glamber, and Rocket Girl is trailing the field. They race on to the opening quarter. Sailor's Delight has the lead as they race on to that quarter. A Sailor's Delight 4-1 on the board. Smokin' Reactor at 60-1 fills the pocket. There goes Blue Glamber now. And Blue Glamber is going to stride up confidently on the outside and drive on to try to clear to the front over Sailor's Delight. 28-2 the opening quarter. Blue Glamber 1-5 favorite now. Striding up and clearing to the front for Travis Cullen. Sailor's Delight and Tyler Borth is second. Now to the outside, Rocket Girl is launching first over. Smokin' Reactor is shuffled back to the inside fourth. Lease is all in, is out, and is second over. That Ace 44 Money in Southwind Maritime. Half 58-1, 29-4, second panel. And they race their way into the backstretch. Blue Glamber leads it, and a Sailor's Delight is keeping a watch from second. Rocket Girl third. Smokin' Reactor retreating on the inside. Lease is all in, has taken over fourth. Smokin' Reactor is fifth. And then it is Southwind Maritime at Ace 44 Money, but Blue Glamber, heavy favorite, leading on to the three quarters off of 58-1 half time. Blue Glamber and Travis Cullen, 128-1 three quarters, leads it by about 2.5 over Sailor's Delay. Then Rocket Girl and Lease is all in, sharing third. Now kicking in late Southwind Maritime, and then Ace 44 Money, they turn for home. And it is Blue Glamber, and a Sailor's Delight is chasing Blue Glamber. Blue Glamber on the inside, a Sailor's Delight in the center of the track, and charging late is Southwind Maritime. Blue Glamber is going to win. Southwind Maritime appeared to pick up second. Then a Sailor's Delight third, and fourth is between Ace 44 Money and Lease is all in. 158-2. Back in front of us, the winner, 5 Blue Glamber, Travis Collins, the winning driver. 3-year-old All Bets Off Bay filly owned by Travis Cullen as well. Jody Cullen, the trainer. 5th win this year, 6th lifetime, Blue Glamber. Victorious in the 9th and 158-2. And note the number should be 52341. That is 52341. The ninth race payouts, number 5 Blue Glamber, 270, 260, and 232. Southwind Maritime, 1320 and 450. And 3 is Sailor's Delight, pays 250. $2 exactor, $39.20. Dollar try, $57.50. Double, $9.10. Dollar pick 3, $22.65. Dollar win 4, $31.05. Dollar high 5, $254.65. The ninth race saw her finish in the top. 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 7. That is 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 7 on the bottom. Fans, that does conclude the live harness racing program for this Sunday evening. Action resumes on Tuesday, first race of 6:35 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.